I wrote a book on Mind Your Heart, published by Elsevier, co-authored by my son Dr. Anand Chockalingam and Priya Chockalingam. I really mean that one. Everyone, when you are upset, you will say, mind your business, but all must be really taking care of your heart by your mind your heart. Health, you know that, how it is defined as positive state of health mentally, physically, spiritually and socially. And it is one, we call it as holistic, which we have been stressing all along. And how, even about 10,000 years ago, they combined the mind, body, soul, and there's a combination of that pill is a yoga and meditation. And ease is natural for everyone. But unfortunately, you dispel the ease all the time. It is responsible for your disease, what you are suffering. It's what with the mind, psychosomatic. Our person evolved about 6 million years ago. Our ancestors lived in the forest, you know that. At that time, adrenaline, all the things have been necessary. Absence of it, as a human being, would have been a non-existence. But unfortunately, see how this person now, and more so how these two persons, making all cardiologists more and more richer. So stress is a reaction, it should be there, but keep it there, the stress as a positive, and it becomes a heaven, maybe because of your endorphin, melatonin, oxytocin. The moment if you become negative, it's a small line, it makes it hell, and because of adrenaline cortisone, what it was. And please remember, whenever you are in a negative stress, oxidative stress is really activated, all oxygen-free radicals of everything, it will be destructing one for all the systems. So negative personalities are, avaricious, compressed, depressed, and he introduced that term about 20 years back, accepted by everyone, is exchanging personality from one to the other. All the four should be avoided. So 3 killer diseases, as you all know very well, is a heart attack, cancer, the accidents. Please remember, all are lifestyle diseases. If we decide to prevent, it can be prevented to my knowledge, even to the extent 100%. So all the things you know about the diseases, unfortunately with the depression, immunity goes down, COVID disease, or even the suicide. And depression is a very important factor among burnout phenomena in Europe and in States. Unfortunately, it's picking up in India. It's also put a full stop for physicians' burnout. Indians are 4 times than Americans. You know that incidents, unfortunately, every an hour, 90 people are dying in both sexes, even below the age of 25, 30. Some cases we are seeing even below the age of 20. We all put together put a full stop for that. The sudden cardiac death, even today in America or anywhere, out of 100, 30% that die, they never come to us. We want to reduce the mortality of 30% of sudden death only by primary prevention. The largest endocrine organ, as you all know very well, the endothelium lining that blood vessels, it spreads out to about 100,000 kilometers. And please remember, everyone has got 40 trillion cells, and each cell is a living organism. And how are we going to govern that one? By means of only your positive state of mind. So negative lifestyle, please remember how it triggers that overeating, obesity, making more sedentary, and he thinks alcohol smoking gives him happiness. This cycle of 5, it should be primordial prevention. If we don't address from the age of 15, it will go to hypercholesterolemia, sugar, and pressure. And then once you get it, that one, at least may aim for a primary, secondary prevention. All the things can be done, and your children are watching it closely. So please remember, whatever the cholesterol you have got in the blood, as long in the blood, does not harm you. But unfortunately, negative stress of anything, it makes that cholesterol get deposited gradually, and all the gradations. The acute stress of anything, especially in the COVID scenario, please remember, coronary thrombosis, not because of COVID, acute stress is responsible for it, or it may be coronary spasm. All 3 can be effectively prevented by means of your positive attitude. You know that Takasubo, everyone have been. You know that highest incidence of infarction is 5 a.m. to 8 a.m. and it is more so on Monday. Actually, I gave a talk in a huge gathering in Brazilian, and one Brazilian stood up and told, Chockalingam, your talk is excellent. Hereafter, I will get up at 9 a.m. It's not the time we are getting up, what mode you are getting up. All the things you may do it, including gene therapy or organ of all artificials, please remember, everything is temporary. So existence for us is E. I call it as emotion, eating, exercise. I made it as a 3 mantras. Please inculcate from today itself. The 3 mantras are: be positive in thinking, be healthy in eating, be adequate in exercising. If we are going to hold 3 mantras, we can eradicate coronary disease. So for that you must have the self-realization, what our ancestors said. There is a wisdom. With that only we have peace of mind, and that automatically become happiness. And the happy hormones are secreted enormously, and that way you may stay young and healthy. So how to be serene, to accept the things we cannot change, courage to change the things we can, wisdom to know the difference. Never get mixed up. So be positive, be calm. Those who have been taking meditation, there is no need to do even medication, I personally feel. The positive life cycle, how it gets into that, more of food, exercise, optimal weight, and cessation of smoking. This one if you are going to inculcate, please remember, once you go into the cycle up to this one, HDL cholesterol goes up automatically more than 60 and will protect you, and regression of atherosclerosis is possible because of that. And that way, no need to take medicines for cholesterol or even the sugar or even blood pressure. After 1 year, we are going to effectively follow what I have been telling. There is a permanent cure. Our children will be watching that. And you all must be knowing there is a block which is there. From today, if you are going to follow for 1 year effectively, what I mean that it regresses also. Even no need to regress, even the block is going to get stabilized, we can prevent that thrombus occurring over there. Another important thing is published about 4.5 years back. Those who are born with this one because genetically inherited because of your parents have diabetes, high BP, IH, whatever thing, if you are going to follow the system of 9 years positive lifestyle, please remember the phenotype genes or epigenes, they get modified, modulation to positivity will get weathered off. You would have been born with the normal genes. Please be aware of that. If you are going to be negative stress from today for 9 years, all diseases will get accumulated in the epigenes, the negative modulation. So life is the one unidirectional. Everyone is traveling with the space and time. Please remember, going backward may be very good, only few occasions, this one or that one. But I am using this one, please remember, if you are going to reverse the biological clock of all the three, you may become much younger. And there is, as far as I am concerned, there is no generation gap at all. And that aging, you know, the telomeres, the length of it decides. Once you are going to be the 4 cycles, you are going to have that 3 mantras, definitely telomeres can be extended. And see how this lady of this age, she can reverse herself looking at the age of 80 like that, it is possible. So success you feel is happiness, real sense is not. So happiness itself is the greatest success. So the happy mood, if you go into that, all dose and melatonin is important hormone for sleep. Keep their hormones to get secreted, pump the blood by means of positive mindset. I used to ask, you can answer, which is the best blood group you're going to choose if you are given the opportunity? Yes? Anyone in the audience? Which blood group you like to choose? Everyone will say O group because you want to be universal. Manohar is answering correctly. Be positive in your attitude. I'm not bothered about the blood group. I'm using this one, how one should be. So please remember, less is more comfort in both the things. So life is a peaceful, happy journey. It's not a race. As you see the life in the ship, and always you have to travel to the problems of the sea. If you allow that one to be a hole in that one, see what it happens. Never be a victim for that. Why I am saying this one? Money is important to be happy. Unfortunately, many lose their happiness in earning money. They become victim of us. After one, you add any number of zeros. I'm really very happy about it. As long the one is what you are, intact is meaningful. So work is worship. Please know how to balance your work and life all the time. Sleep is very mandatory, and you must sleep within 7 minutes. You must minimum 7 hours. You must sleep. That's the only way of. Can you guess which nuts contains maximum cholesterol, madam? Which nuts contains maximum cholesterol? Right or wrong? Answer. Yes, the audience. Yes. Which nuts? Yes.
So is it walnut?
Which nuts?
Walnut?
Yes, please remember one good news I am giving to all of my friends. None of the nuts contain cholesterol. All nuts are zero cholesterol because any food from vegetable origin, no cholesterol at all. Vegetable kingdom, they don't need cholesterol for the existence, unlike of ours. So please remove that apple obesity by means of only exercise. 5% only exercise will help you to reduce the weight. 95% of the weight is by your diet intake only. So reduce your lifeline, extend your, lengthen your life. Waistline, reduce it, lengthen your lifeline. The infant obesity must be stopped. Better to fast than living on fast food. Please reduce the oil, thereby in Tamil we call it as oil. So see how when that TV was invented, so thick, obese, the person who was watching was very thin. See here now the TV has become very thin. The person who is watching, making all cardiologists richer and richer. You know the lift was invented by OTs in Chicago 142 years ago. It's a very important instrument. Everyone you are using that. I am now a professor of emeritus cardiology. In the 8th floor of my department, my office, till today, Chockalingam never used even single time to reach my room. I always climb by steps. Okay? One person came, oh, sir, please come by lift. I told him I don't want. When he stressed, I asked him, ஏம்பா தொந்தரவு பண்ணுறீங்க லிஃப்டில் வாங்க சார் மேலே சீக்கிரம் போயிடலாம். He says we can go up earlier into that. So you know that meditation, all exercise aerobic, it prevents effectively many cancers too. So that exercise makes it intracoronary collaterals. Please avoid hurry, worry, curry to get buried. You don't be responsible for that. And please read this one. You want more, still more, till is no more. Everything is fast. What you are seeing, every day you are all running. Heart has to beat faster. Life ends faster. Never give a room for that. So from year to year, you are not in your hands, but the heart is the size of your hand, but life is only in your hands. We can lengthen it or you can shorten it. Keep the line up, smiling, and you will extend in life. Otherwise, you will shorten your life. Be very careful. Life is a rainbow. Rainbow appears and disappears. We all will appear and disappear. Rainbow, you cannot go and touch it. We cannot go and see closer. Keep your life itself as observer. Witness your life. You will enjoy that. The 7 colors of that one make a character of it. And all the colors in the vegetables, fruits are only in the skin. There is a very nutrient and all the things are present. And please keep out of the 7, at least one aerobic exercise. Keep a life itself meditation. Chockalingam do not meditate at all, but I made my life itself meditation. Now I am nearing 80. You will be surprised. Chockalingam has never taken even single medicine till today because I am now following what I am teaching. Otherwise also, if you don't follow that, you will have a rainbow in your house. You choose the rainbow of these colors, which one we want. So, marandilla maruthum. No medication is the best way of it. The keys to be happy are, please remember, only in your fingertips. Control, alternative necessary, delete the unwanted things immediately. You are left only with happiness. Don't carry on what you didn't want to. So life is a calculation. Add good things, deduct bad things, multiply your knowledge, divide your time, live in balance, we ought to live for 100 years. That's what I say. Yesterday is a broken spot. Tomorrow is the wall in the cat on the wall. And today is the one what you use as instrument. What we call in Tamil, இறந்த காலம் இது உடைந்த பானை, வருங்காலம் என்பது மதில் மீது இருக்கின்ற பூனை, நிகழ்காலம் என்பதுதான் கையில் இருக்கின்ற வீணை என்று ரசித்து வாழ கற்றுக்கொள்ள வேண்டும் என்று சொல்லி, when you look at the time, please always see now and live in now, and never copy your life from anyone else. If you are going to copy, we will fail in the life of your examination. I request all of you to stand for a second. Those who have been standing from the sitting position itself, it's a good relaxation. Why I am asking you to stand up? Give a very big hand for our president, all the organizers, those who have been responsible for this excellent event. And thankful to everyone that who have been. And you must appreciate yourself by clapping because you are able to attend the meeting. If you like Chockaling's talk, give a big hand. Otherwise, stop. Please sit down. I'll give one secret of what is that importance of clapping. If you're going to clap, the organs that are placed in the palm are stimulated by acupressure. The acupressure stimulated one goes back to the brain. From there, all signals go to every organ, including the organ, and all organs were made to work for more than 100 years. The moment you are going to be happy and you are going to clap your hands, there is no two opinion. Thank you very much for the patience, attention. Thank you.